It's no fun getting caught by surprise. Find out what's happening for you over the next 7 days in this timeless pick-a-card reading. And just so you know, my readings are unlike any of the other pick-a-card readings here on YouTube. So come join me, give yourself this gift. I know you will be glad that you did. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome for another pick-a-card reading for the heart and soul. I am Cheryl Harnish. Hi. And I am really honored that Spirit guided you here for a reading today. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I am the author of the Path of the Soul, Divine Guidance, and Return of Spirit deck. And it's really exciting because today it's experimental, but we're recording in 4K. So lots of great stuff happening on the channel. So be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and especially share the video with your friends on social media. It really helps. Thank you. Now, today's reading is a timeless pick-a-card reading on what's coming up for you over the next 7 days. And as I always say to everyone, you choose as many card piles as you feel drawn to do. You just follow your heart. Now, how we're going to do this is a 2-tier reading, and that helps to make it much more specialized to you. So up here on the top row is our first choice. So we're going to have choice number 1, choice number 2, or choice number 3. And down here below, I love our kick butt Buddhas, is going to be an additional reading. So after you choose your first tier of reading, add either choice A or choice B. Okay? Now I'm going to get us set up, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Hi, group number 1. How are you? Okay, let's get into our reading. Since it's 4K, we'll give you a nice little show of our Kung Fu Kick Butt Buddha. Love those guys. All right, so we are going to go this way. All right, so we have Healing with Intention. Ooh, Intuitive Arts Guide. Oh, okay. Blossoming. So that tells me you guys are facing some challenges, more inward kind of challenges with this card. Ooh, okay. And Awakening. Now, these two, thought I'd let you know, are from the Path of the Soul deck. And these two are from the Divine Guidance deck. And the last set of cards that I'm going to draw from are from the Return of Spirit deck. So let's get ourselves a couple more cards here. Now, with that Blossoming card coming out, to me, especially with the Awakening card and the Intuitive Arts Guide card, it's funny that in the booklet, the Blossoming card talks about, you know, going through this inner questioning, and, you know, it can manifest itself outwardly as like feeling depressed or lost or not really sure what to do. And a big part of that message is about getting back to your heart center, back into yourself, into your truth, and to really honor what your heart and intuition is telling you. And then you have 2 other cards that have hearts and are all about intuition. So, but with that Blossoming card, there's a lot going on in that card about path, purpose, you know, questioning things in life, like questioning everything that's going on in our lives. I feel like this one and this one is our card. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the chances of this. We have the Intuitive Arts Guide from the Path of the Soul deck. And we have the Intuition card from the Return of Spirit deck. So the universe is really nailing this one home. And we have the Knowledge card here. Okay, guys. So as I was saying, with that Blossoming card, it is talking about that calling. And so with this card, there comes a lot of inner questionings, and sometimes we're questioning ourselves, and not just our value and worth, but like, do we really have anything to contribute and offer the world? And it can feel in some sort of way like we're stuck. But this card is talking about this whole inner questioning is what is actually helping you to open up to higher ideas, learning, understanding of yourself, your gifts, your life, and why your path is unfolding in this way. And I often say that stepping into your path, into your true purpose, is not a field of daisies. You're not running through the flowers in a field with your hair blowing in the wind. We end up challenged with our deepest, toughest beliefs that hold us back, and we're challenged to overcome our own selves. And it feels like that's a lot of what's going on for you. I'm going to get to that knowledge card, because in one way they're talking about, okay, we'll do it now. They're talking about, see how this looks like the outline of a human body? And this is like the crown chakra. And this is this energy or information coming down through the crown and out through this person. So in one way, they're talking about starting to get more guidance that is more spiritual based or spiritual in nature, and that these messages can come through the words and mouths of other people. The other thing with this is talking about, this is a process of deepening your connection with spirit. So over the next 7 days, I would highly recommend some meditating and quiet time for yourself, especially to combat that kind of lost, stuck feeling that is happening for you guys. But with both intuition cards, oh my gosh, I gotta get it out. With both intuition cards showing up for you guys today, I have to say, you guys are a group who are tapped in, tuned in, turned on. And if you feel like that isn't you, there's something in this process of getting past your own self. So again, I want to point back to the meditating and having some quiet time for yourself this week, you guys. Because with that intuition card, it feels to me like your heart, because our heart is our compass, and it's the main faculty that our intuition works from and flows from. And this is about you guys becoming more intuitively in tune to what it is you're here to do. And with the blossoming card is realizing that even though this path is convoluted, that you are getting there and you are opening to all of this. Now, with the awakening card, what I love about this, see these two hearts? There's a heart here and a heart here. And these two hearts are above this eye, and that eye almost represents like the third eye. This is talking about awakening to your path and purpose, like the blossoming card is talking about, awakening to your intuition. And this is also likely getting a few challenges in your life that is pushing you or egging you to awakening to the truth of who you are, and not these beliefs and the false self, the ego self that is feeding you a bunch of BS, because that's the main part of what our head feeds us is absolutely not the truth. And it's about getting past all of that to get within our own centers. And this awakening that's happening for you guys, it feels to me like it is very much focused on your path and purpose, and feeling like you have some sort of direction in your lives that is divinely guided, where you get that confirmation somehow, somewhere from outside of yourself, that intuitively you know that this is a message from Spirit, and this is helping me to, we've got our arrows up, and like point my arrow in the right direction so that I aim my energy, my thoughts, all of that towards my own embetterment, right? With the other card that we have here, we have the Healing with Intention card. And sometimes it's hard to see on video, but there's thousands of spirals in here. And with the Intuition card, there are thousands of spirals in here. And this is talking literally healing with intention. It is about, you know, this week coming up, bringing up the things that make you go, oh, I need to deal with that. I need to deal with what's in here so that it's not manifesting continuously on me out here. And I'm not talking about what is conscious in there. I'm talking what is in the subconscious and creates these circumstances that we do not want in our lives. But the other part with this Healing with Intention card being here, especially with the Awakening card being here, is some part of this path that you're on, this journey that's bringing you to your own healing, and the circumstances and situations that are creating the scene for this to play out, is that there's a lot of knowledge that you're gaining through this about yourself and spiritually. But it feels to me like there's some element of healing that becomes this base or platform for you in your life, that you end up having this knowledge that you can help share with other people. Now, there is more to your reading. So if you want to find out the second half, go choose your A or B choice, and I'll see you guys there in just a second. For personal readings, you can find my information down below in the video description, and please do hit like. Thank you. See you in a second. Hi, group number 2. How are you? Okay, since we're in 4K, we might as well show you our fabulous little Buddhas. Thank you. All right, so let's see what we have here. Which way am I? Going this way. So we have, we're upside down, sorry, Royal Order. This one has decided it's coming out a lot this week, in the last few videos. We have Shen Rizzi, and this is all about manifesting. Elemental. She's absolutely beautiful. And we have Nectar of Life. Okay. Oh, and look at that. We have a lot of golden energy happening here. And with that to me, when I see that golden energy, is a lot about really working your higher faculties and not getting so sucked into life and what's happening. Now, these first two cards, Shen Rizzi and Royal Order, from the Path of the Soul, and Elemental and Nectar of Life are from the Divine Guidance deck. And these that I'm going to draw are from the Return of Spirit deck. So let's see what we have here to go along with this reading, because the Royal Order card, this one is all about taking care of ourselves. And that's a big message for you guys this week, because in one way, you know, the main point of the Royal Order card is about like taking care of your physical health, you know, eating the right foods, making sure that you get some downtime and quiet time to yourself, making sure you get that time to play and just enjoy yourself, and that you're eating foods that consciously, that when you eat them, you feel good about the foods that you're eating and they feel good in your body. You know, like taking care of this skin suit that you're in, because you have to wear it. For most of us, we're going to be wearing it for about 80 years or so. And so there is that element of self-care. And I feel like with some of these other cards that are coming out here, they're also talking about self-care, making sure that what you're putting into yourself this week, as in like nutrition, but also in your mind and in your heart and in your life, and making sure that everything that comes into your world this week is a form of self-love and self-care, and that the people, the words, the TV shows you watch, the music that you listen to this week are also in alignment and congruent with that and bring you that feeling of peace, love, joy, etc. It's about taking care of you. Now, these two really are pulling me, so I need to go right to them, because this guy, he loves to make a show. I don't know why, but the universe brings this card out in just about every reading. And in this fractal, it looks almost like this alien in there. And that starseed card is talking that this week, you know, it may really come up for you guys this week that you feel how different you are than other people, whether that's in your family, social groups, at work. And it's about finding your place that you belong. And that really works with the self-care card, because a lot of the times when we feel like we're somehow different or ostracized from society, we tend to get really bummed out on that, and you know, and then we stop taking care of ourselves. And I feel like the Starseed card is kind of saying, you know what, celebrate your uniqueness, celebrate who you are. It's like really this week is about embracing the uniqueness of you in whatever way you are, because the world needs the bright colored rainbow flower that you are to be, just as exactly as you are. So there's a lot about self-acceptance happening in this reading here. But what's interesting is the previous reading also had stuff about path and purpose, but we have celestial. And with the celestial card, like in the booklet, I wrote, you know, we want this magical scroll to fall from the heavens, and we unroll it. And it says, ah, my love, you are here to do blah, blah, blah. And we go, oh, that's what I'm here to do. And it's saying that that isn't how it happens. We all want that magical scroll, but it doesn't quite happen that way. That we have to actually walk this path, and as we go, it unfolds and opens to us. And so there's something about you guys also opening up this week, and it's through this self-care kind of avenue. But okay, I'm going to get to this in a second then, because the other card that's here is the Shenrizi card. And this is a Buddhist deity, and he is probably one of the wildest fractals that have ever rendered out on my screen. And with Shenrizi, he talks a lot about, you know, that things in the form of manifesting, that the energy is ripe for manifesting what it is that you want. And it's not just that the energies are ripe, but that it's about getting your mindset, your heart, head space all in alignment for this manifesting. But I feel like it's also talking about these two coming together in manifesting the direction that you need in your life, and not getting down and hard on yourself that you haven't stepped into that yet or haven't really discovered it. Or for some of you, it's going to be about like that, the realization, epiphanies, that sort of thing, as to more of what your purpose actually is here in the world. Now, the other thing with this card is it is talking about all the other things that you want to manifest. So I would say for you, with Shenrizi coming out, that this week is about you getting clear about what it is you actually want in your life. What do you really want? And sometimes we think we know what we want, but then when we try to list it, it's like, oh, the clarity starts to come. Sometimes we want things that we just think we want, but in reality, when we take time with it, it isn't. So there is a lot about getting clear, taking care of yourself, embracing your uniqueness, coming into path of purpose. And then we have these two guys. So with the elemental card, this is talking about, like there's a lot of greens in here. And in one way, it is about connecting to Mother Nature, to Mother Earth, to Gaia, you know, whether that's through walks, meditating with crystals, bringing flowers into your home or a new plant or that sort of thing, to really bring in that energy, because it's so calming and soothing, because it feels like you guys need some calm and zen here. And I feel like I'm also going to say, along with the crystals, that smudging your energy is great for you guys this week. Crystal salt baths, you know, putting that salt in the water, putting your crystals in the water, all of that, any of those things. And with Nectar of Life, they're saying, I feel like this is a message that you guys have some good things manifesting for you guys this week. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some happy little surprises, because the Nectar of Life card is about enjoying our life. And this one, I don't feel it's as much about looking for the good in your life, is about expecting the good to come in your life. You know what I mean? Because it is our expectations and our mindset that creates and manifests what it is we desire. And so there's something about looking forward for the good and expecting the good, because there is something amazing that's coming up for you guys this week, some happy surprises. Now your reading's not done, so join me for your section A or B. I'll see you in a sec. Hi, group number 3. How are you? Okay. Isn't this amazing? He's an amazing little Buddha. Since we're in 4K, giving you guys a little show. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Ooh. Oh, I saw a good one. Nice. This is Magical. And that's from the Path of the Soul deck. Oh, and Vibration, also from the Path of the Soul deck. Magical and Vibration. Dragon Guide card. Okay, he made his first appearance recently in one of the videos. This is from the Divine Guidance deck, the Dragon Guide card. And rewards. Okay, that's amazing. I have to say, you guys have the magical card and the rewards card. And so I feel like there is something that's happening for you. And with this rewards card, I have to say, in this fractal, it looks like almost like a rocket ship, kind of, and that it's lifting off and taking off, and it's just like shooting for the stars. And I feel like in one way they're saying that it is about your expectations and expecting better, but I feel like there's this new energy that's coming in for you guys this week, and it feels like it's fresh, it's new energy. It would be different than how it's been lately over the last few months or the last year or whatever. But before I say too much, I'm going to get us 2 cards from the Return of Spirit deck here. And I feel like I need this one. I see 2 themes coming here. Oh my goodness. Lovely. Wow. Wow, you guys. So let's get to this guy first, because the Dragon Guide card. Now with him in this fractal, you can see it, all these dragon faces and dragon eyes, and there's layers of them through here. And this is kind of like a unique empowerment card, because the Dragon Guide card is talking about it's okay to breathe a little fire, you know, and I feel like it's talking about having pride in yourself, you know, and standing. This is a stand up for yourself card. So I feel that aside from, the rewards and these good things that seem to be coming, that there's also something here for you guys about perhaps needing to stand up for yourself this week. And, that will be unique to each of you. It could be with family, with work, with your partner, in some sort of way, kind of being challenged. But I don't have a lot of cards here that are saying this is a difficult time that causes you a lot of grief. It feels to me, because it's the rewards card, that it's an opportunity for you to speak up for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to go, hey, I'm here I am, and I'm awesome. This kind of feeling, because of that magical card sitting there. This is about, in some way coming out and standing out. And with that fire, and fire is a type of energy, and fire transforms things, right? So when I say it's okay to breathe a little fire, it is okay to stand up and speak your mind and speak your truth. And that fire, what it does is moves in energy through that situation that transforms it. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because we have the Return of Spirit card. So again, I'm going to say that it feels like a change from how it's been for you guys up to this point so far. Now, with the Return of Spirit card, to me, in this fractal, I see this as being like a phoenix. And this phoenix is spreading its wings. And that phoenix rises from the ashes. And that's what the Dragon Guide card is saying. It's saying, stand up, be in your power, claim your power. You might be clumsy and goofy with it at first if you have not been doing that. It's uncomfortable, right? But this is about pushing your boundaries and expanding in that area into more of a self-empowered state. And through that fire, you transform with the energy of the phoenix. So there's some transformations going on in your relationship, in your life this week. So that is absolutely amazing. And, with this card being here, the vibration card, I see this in many ways as representative of you as a soul. This, the truth of who you are is this amazing light spark of the divine. And, we can't see it while we're here in the physical, but this kind of represents the energy of you, like your energy body. And with this one talks about coming to understand that in some way coming to understand. It could be, through self-introspection or through some sort of situation that comes up with other people, that you are being asked to step in some sort of leadership role. And that doesn't mean just, like being the boss and leading people and that sort of thing, but like leadership as in kind of stepping to the forefront for others to follow that path. So this could be personally for you in your own sense of personal growth work, or could actually be in a work situation or relationship situation. But the other thing with that vibration card is really coming to understand the impact that you as an individual, as this beautiful light soul, the impact that you have on the world and the impact that you have on other people's lives in a positive way, right? And with that magical card being on top of that vibrational card, it feels to me like there's some sort of switch in your, not just, in your how things have been going for you, but like some sort of switch in your mindset. Like it's in self-esteem. It's a self-esteem reading for you guys, especially with that Return of Spirit with that magical card. So with that magical card, always start looking for signs from the universe, however they come, whether they are in numbers or feathers or words through other people's mouths. There's just something really special with that energy that happens. And that return of spirit is a return of your spirit. So this, I would say for you guys, is very much going to be like a feel-good kind of week, okay? Now, this is a personal reading, and I am available for, or this is a group reading, sorry, and I am available for personal readings, and that info is down in the video description. Now, we are not done. Join me for either your choice A or choice B, and be sure to hit the like button, guys. I'll see you in a sec. Hi, Group A. Welcome for part 2. All right, let's see what we have. We have gratitude. Beautiful. Oh, another spiral. Okay, so we have the renewal card. And like I always say, anywhere where we have spirals showing up in the reading, there is growth and expansion. But that renewal card is a relationship card, and it's talking about a renewal in relationships. And I feel like, oh my goodness. Okay. Now this is funny because in one of the other readings, the vibration card came out, and now we have the vibrational card coming out. And I feel like, you know, with the gratitude card and the vibrational card coming out, they're talking about you really being conscious this week of coming from a place of gratitude and even doing gratitude practice in some way. Because with that, what happens is when we practice gratitude, it literally changes our energy and vibration. And it also moves us from a place out of our thoughts and thinking into our heart and into experiencing. Because when we feel that emotion of gratitude, it switches our energy and actually, you know, is a component of us having a greater or better experience in the world out here, because that energy goes out and starts to create more things for you to be grateful for. But then we have these two guys sitting together. So the commitment card came out with the renewal card. So I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship, that this is talking about some sort of change for the better in your relationship. And it feels like you get more of your partner. You know, there could have been some distance, because with the renewal card, it's often talking about us having a change of perspective about ourselves, our past, our upbringing, and what we believe to be true, which isn't actually true. And then through that knowledge and understanding is seeing the other people in our lives with those new eyes. And, you know, with that kind of energy going on, now this doesn't have to be intimate, personal, intimate relationships. This can be your close friendships and in family in general, okay? But it really does have that flavor of a relationship that is very important to you, because with that commitment card, it does look like these two energies come into the center and they tie the knot. So there's a real strengthening. And I could say this could even represent like mending some bridges with people in some sort of way. So that's something really beautiful for you guys to look forward to this week. All right. So I am available for personal readings if you want something that's more detailed to you and in depth. The information is down in the video description. Please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I have lots of videos coming out all the time. And I want to say I wish you much love. You guys have some amazing things coming up in your personal life this week. So you take care, and I will see you guys very soon. Hi, Group B. Welcome for part 2. We'll put our guy over here. And what do we have? Freedom. That is a beautiful card. And work. Okay. I would like to say it's saying you have freedom from work and you don't have to work anymore, but I'm pretty sure that that is not what they're saying. With that freedom card coming out though, see how it's a nautilus. It's the shape of like a snail shell almost. And that freedom card is talking about coming out in some way, like lowering your guard in some way and really letting yourself be out here unrestricted. You know, we tend to confine ourselves, and it's just through our own perception of, you know, experiences that are happening in the world around us, and we want to retreat from that. Or, you know, we've had difficulty over the few years or in our life in general, and inadvertently built this like wall up, like I'm going to stay safe back here. You in the world, you're not going to get me back here. But, you know, while it does serve the purpose of keeping you feeling safer, it's a lonely place to be in that shell or behind this wall. And so that freedom card is about, you know, starting to take down the bricks one by one. And so in one way, I feel like they're saying that's a part of your work this week, is about finding small ways for you to feel comfortable in letting yourself be seen a little more out here in the world, and about giving yourself that gift, that space. But the other thing that's happening here with that work card is that work card is talking, see how it's split down the middle, and it's like reverse flipped mirror of it itself. And that work card is talking about finding balance in your life between your play life and work life. But it's also talking, an element of this is talking about your work and your spiritual work kind of merging, or figuring out how to have your spiritual work become your work life, or don't even need to use the word spiritual. We can use the word work that's more in alignment with you and your truth of who you are. So there's some introspection going on here with that. And there could, for some of you, even be some new opportunities for new work that kind of puts you more out there, out in the open. And the other card we have here is the music card, which to me tells me it's about being mindful of the music that you are putting into yourself this week, the lyrics, not the style of music. If you love heavy metal and it gives you juice, then you listen to it. But the music card is talking about making sure that the lyrics of the words feed you in a healthy, happy way. But the other thing with this music card is about being in flow, you know, like doing the tango for life. And so there's something about a lot more flow here for you guys. So that's a really nice additional final message for you. Now, this is a general reading, and I am available for personal reading. My information is down below in the video description. And please do hit the like button or share the video with your friends, and subscribe, because I have lots of videos coming out each week and more. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care.